In this video, we consider a large sample two-sample problem, but this time concerning a confidence interval as opposed to hypothesis testing. The procedure is going to be very much the same as what we had before, except I have a new way of computing the standard error. The standard error will be equal to, as before, the first standard deviation squared divided by the sample size plus the second standard deviation squared divided by that sample size. And so working that out on the calculator, we get 0.082433. And so the confidence interval will be the observed difference, 3.61, minus 4.05, the observed difference, plus or minus the z-value times the standard error that we just got. Okay, so the difference in the two averages worked out to be 0.44 plus or minus the z-value. The z-value, we have a 95% confidence interval. We also have a big sample, so the bell curve applies. So that leaves 2.5% in either tail. And so using the inv-norm command of 0.975, we determined that the percentile that goes with that is 1.95996. And therefore, the size of the standard error will be that number times 0.082433. I'm going to include all the places just to be safe, but I'll truncate it later. 1.62 it looks like. Okay, so if I were to write this actually as an interval, on one side it would go to 0.602, and on the other side, subtracting, this would go to negative 2.78. And so I am 95% confident that the true difference lies in that range someplace. A couple remarks. I chose 3.61 first for no good reason other than the fall semester came before the spring semester. But there's no reason why I could not have done the 4.05 minus 3.61. I would instead get positive numbers as opposed to negative numbers. So that was a choice that I made. There's no particular reason why I did that other than that the fall semester came first. So that is our 95% confidence interval for the difference in the evaluations. Clearly, 0 does not fall in this interval, and so we would think that there's actually a real difference between the fall and spring semesters based on the way that the professor taught the class.